01223 722 777.
She was standing by lilies, white lilies, stamping her feet and blowing into her hands. That was the first time I noticed her. I could see the tip of her nose was pink. She kept rubbing it with her glove. Amongst the flowers she seemed to fit, to blend in well. If it wasn't for all this stinking veg, I'd watch her all day. She never bores me, never. When I got a lunch break, I'd nip round the front for a fag and a cup of tea and watch. She smiled a lot, I like that. The way she picked the stems of flowers up, so delicate, as if they're made of glass. Beaming for the customers, filling pots with fresh water, chatting with her friend on the next stall. I wondered if she ever felt me staring. Sometimes she'd flinch and look up, but for nothing. I'd dart out of the way, cough, bluster my eyes away, until she must have told herself to stop being paranoid. If she ever knew how many hours I spent just studying, she'd think I was obsessed, wouldn't she? But you see, I like nice things, and she is nice. Her lips so pink, her eyes curved, wide open, cat-like almost. And then best of all is her hair. It's golden and weaves in waves down her cheeks. I want to touch her hair, to stroke it, to breathe it in. But I'll never get near her. There's boyfriends, different ones every week. They come to the stall to collect her with their hungry eyes and monkey hands. She lets them, mauling her, sticking their leech tongues down her throat. If she was mine, I'd be so gentle, so kind to her. She'd never break. She'd stay sparkling and clean, and always smelling of the white lilies she sells.
I drop Iris off at the centre at 1 o'clock. They have her until 5, and then I'm back on duty, so to speak. Well, once I've seen to that, I pop back home to sort things out. There's always the dishes to be done and the cat to be fed. I've got to do a lot more since she got the dreaded doodah, the Alzheimer's. It's all right, really. Just sometimes I get tired. I want a proper break to get away from everything. Iris, the house, even the bloody cat. So I make some butters, ham, cheese, pickle, or whatever's left over, and put them in my bag. I walk through the park. That's the shortest way I know to get to the marketplace. If it's cold, I take a thermos with me. Some strong, milky tea. It warms me up really nicely. I always go for the same spot, and it really ruins things if I don't get the right place. I need to be able to see without craning my neck. I'll stay there half an hour. Less if my toes start to tingle. On a good day, when the sun shines and the rain holds, I manage 45. The only reason I leave is that my daughter visits around 3, and I'd hate to be late for that. If I could, I'd sit there all day quite happily. She reminds me of her. Something in her manner, the way she laughs, so freely and warmly, like my Iris did. She also has her eyes, except they're browner. Same shape though, and magnificent sweeping eyebrows. Iris's hair wasn't quite so wild. She'd keep it tightly wound in a bun, like a spring. On special occasions, she let it go free, like when we're married, for instance. Now it's all wild wool. Looking at this girl's head of hair, it helps me remember to carry on. I'd like to know her name, maybe even to thank her one day. Oh, but she would think I was mad. A mad, silly fool, just like the wife. Still, I like to imagine that instead of laughing at me, she'd give me one of her gorgeous beams and hand me a single red rose. I'd give it to Iris. It might mean something somewhere, deep down, on one of her good days.
Every day, freezing my tits off, grinning insanely. Nothing changes. The money's always shit and I have to put up with whinging customers and gulping weirdos. First of all, there's Ray. He works on greengrocers and he reeks. I couldn't go anywhere near him without puking. Taff, my best mate on the pet store, reckons he's after me, and unfortunately I think she might be right. Every now and then I feel his eyes boring into my head, and to tell you the truth, it freaks me out. I've turned around suddenly and he's acting suspiciously normal. Taff thinks it's absolutely hilarious, but it's starting to get to me. I mean, who does he think he is poring over me? It's weird. Anyway, the only thing Taff reckons I can do is to drum the message home. Piss off, you sad git. I mean, I'd never actually say it to him, but he'll soon get the idea. I make sure I'm directly in his line, then I stick my tongue down my boyfriend's throat, put on a bit of a show for him. It doesn't seem to be working that well. Taff says that maybe he's not just obsessed, but perverted too. Admirer number 2 is some ugly old farm. Most lunchtimes, this withered granddad appears, sitting inches away from me, staring and staring. He even brings a packed lunch along, so I have to put up with his slobbering zombie gaze. It's disgusting. People like him and Ray should be put somewhere safe, if you know what I mean. I'll give it a few more days, and then if neither of them have packed it in, I'll ask my man to have a word. He can shove a few bouquets where the sun don't shine, and that'll sort him out.